Okay, you guys, thank you so much for spending 30 minutes with me so that I can kind of share with you just what I'm super passionate about, what I had no idea was going to be such a game changer for our family. What I thought was just going to be, holding myself accountable with my fitness journey and, maybe meeting some new friends along the way and new moms because I was a new mom. What I thought was just going to be kind of something that was on the side ended up a couple years later, well, actually a year later, replacing my previous income. And I, at that time, which I'm going to get into in a second, was not looking for something to do on the side. I was actually just looking for, I loved fitness and I needed to lose a lot of weight. I just had a baby. I'd gained a bunch of weight with my first child. And so I was kind of in that like desperate mode. So I'm going to talk about that now. But so a little bit about me, just kind of a little bit of background. I've always loved and been into fitness. I was a all-star cheerleader my entire life. And I grew up loving cheerleading and not really having to worry about my weight. And then I went to college. I was a college cheerleader. I married my step partner. I ended up having 2 boys. I ended up dropping out of college to marry my husband. My plan was to go back, and then I ended up having my first son and decided this is what I want to do. I don't want to go to work. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. But with that being said, I still had 30 pounds to lose. I gained, 60 pounds with my first son. And I'm a short person, so it was everywhere, and I was miserable. So the first thing that when that baby popped out, I was already thinking, okay, I've got to get rid of this because I don't feel like myself. It was just draining me, and I didn't feel like I could really be present with my children and with my family because I needed to get this off so that I could feel better and therefore be able to be a better mom, be a better wife, and just feel better about myself so I could give freely for myself. So after I was pregnant, my hair started falling out, and I was like, what is going on? That was like my big pregnancy thing that happened. Everybody has kind of like their quirks about what happened, but literally mine was falling out in handfuls. And I was like, what is going on? My body's acting weird. I've got a lot of weight to lose. I'm a new mom. My kid had big time reflux. I had I wouldn't say severe, but I had postpartum pretty bad. Anytime my husband even left to take the trash out, I would just cry my eyes out because I just didn't know what was going on with me. And I didn't want to be alone. I was scared to be alone. And so I decided, as soon as I was given the okay to start working out, I decided that I was going to do Insanity. And a friend of mine, I'd already done Insanity in the past, and a friend of mine who's actually my coach, she saw me starting to do Insanity because I was posting about it. Day one, here I am, sweaty selfie kind of thing. And she said, have you ever thought about being a coach? And, I had seen on the infomercials that there were coaches out there, but I kind of thought my idea of a coach was, they went to school for this. They were a nutritionalist. They were a personal trainer. That's what I thought coaches were. I didn't realize they were normal people. So when I heard so she said that you could be a coach, and it really piqued my interest because I was thinking, I love fitness, but I'm anywhere near coaching anybody, just physically, mentally, emotionally. I was just drained. And she said, well, I want you to be a part of this challenge group, and I want you to try Shakeology. We're all replacing 1 meal a day with Shakeology, and I'd never heard of it. And we had done meal replacement shakes in the past, and they were so gross. My husband is big time into bodybuilding, and I tried them, and I was like, this is not for me. And so she said, well, just be a part of this challenge group. And so I decided to do it, but I decided to do it and sign up as a coach at the same time. But I didn't really want to tell anybody because I didn't feel like I was coach worthy, but I wanted the discount on Shakeology. I really wanted this to work for me. And I don't know if you had this time, but I remember vividly that time when I said, okay, I'm done feeling this way. I'm done. I've got to take my emotions, my body, my life in my own hands, and I've got to do something about it. And if you've ever experienced what that feeling is, it's like nothing in the world can tell you no, because you're going to bust through every wall, every door to get to where you want to go. And that's where I was at. I was ready for a change. I was feeling sick and super tired and not sleeping. And so I said, if I'm going to stay at home, then I'm going to try to make this work for me. So at that point, I had gone from working in a very nice job with in the medical field, working for an eye surgeon. So we were down to one income. We decided to make the change where we decided for me to stay home, and it had always been our, what we were going to do. But with that came the financial burden of only having one income. So there was no extra. There was no date nights. I mean, we had to have saved up for a date night. We had to plan to go on vacation. There was no vacations. And we knew that going forward, and we knew that was what we wanted to do for our family. But in the pit of my soul, I was thinking, is this real life? Is this how I'm supposed to live for the rest of my life? Not being able to ever go on vacation, not being able to ever allow my kids to be able to do sports, not being able to go on a date night with my husband. Is this how I'm supposed to live? And in my heart, I knew that wasn't right. I knew that's not how I'm supposed to live. And so my husband was not supportive at first. He said, Jess, we have no extra money for you to be a coach. But after me crying to him and saying, I need to do something for myself, he said, okay, you've got 6 months. Let's see what this coaching thing can do for you. And in my heart, I was like, if all I can do is make $100 for my husband and I to go on a date night every week, then it's worth it for me. Anyway, I still get emotional thinking about it because it's so real. But so that's what I was working towards. I just wanted to go on a date night with my husband every week. And I said, if that's all this business ever does for me, I am perfectly happy. That's what I'll do. So, I was stressed out postpartum. I was worried, but I felt like my only goal in life was to support my husband and his goals. And that's not right. That's not what I was made for. Yes, I'm a mom. Yes, I'm a wife. Those are first and foremost, but I also have dreams and aspirations for myself. And so I decided to bust through that wall. I'd come to the point in my life, I was tired of being a quitter. I had dropped out of college. I had quit a lot of things in my life. And I said, I'm done quitting. I'm done. I'll never know how far I can go in this business unless I do it and I stop quitting. So I decided to stop quitting. And when my husband gave me 6 months, I said, darn it, I'm going to show you that this is going to work for us in 6 months, because I'm a fighter and I know that it can work. So I went, I joined a challenge group. I started drinking Shakeology, and literally within 60 days, my hair stops falling out. It was the best day of my life. All of a sudden, I just realized I had been giving myself this daily dose of nutrition every single day for 60 days. And not only had I lost my baby weight, but my hair stopped falling out. I felt so much better about myself. I felt like I could actually give to my family because I had been poured into. I was pouring into myself. And so that was just worth it. Even this company, if there's no financial whatever, just the fact that I was able to overcome how I was feeling at that point, being a new mom and overweight and just sick to death of myself, if there was that enough right there, allowed me to become a better mom and a better wife, just emotionally. Okay, so let's keep going. I just want to talk to you a little bit about Beachbody and why I chose Beachbody, but not only that, the reputable company that it is. So if you talk to anybody, first of all, let me tell you something. This company is a baby. It's just getting started, you guys. This is not something that's been around for 20 years. This has been around for 8.5 years, you guys. And you know what's crazy is everybody knows about Beachbody. Everyone's heard of Insanity. Everyone's heard of P90X. A lot of people, most everybody's heard of Shakeology. They may not know what it is. You usually say Beachbody and people say, oh, is that Tony Horton or is that Shaun T? So Beachbody spends more than $125 million on advertising every single year. So this is not something that you have to go out and like picket a sign explaining to people what Beachbody is. It doesn't take you long for you to be watching a TV show at 2 a.m. and a T25 infomercial comes on, TV, or you see like Size Live come on, or all that type of stuff. That they spend so much money each year on advertising. That's something that we do not personally have to do. Another thing is, it is a $400 million a year operating company that is debt free. So that just goes to show you right there how reputable it is and how serious they are about helping people, but they're also debt free. P90X was infomercial of the year, and we have gotten high brand recognition. So these are incredible stats, you guys. I don't know if you're a stats person, but when I was researching about Beachbody, I kind of just wanted to know a little bit of the background. And it's top of the line. This company is just absolutely top of the line. And let me just tell you something. A lot of people are like, oh, I hate saying I say this lightly, but it is a network marketing company. That is exactly what this is. But in no way, shape, or form do we get any benefit from just signing people up just to sign people up. We don't, nothing. So I could have 100 people sign up and I get nothing from that if they do nothing. So I just want you to know that a lot of companies have said, okay, well, that's a pyramid scheme and all that kind of stuff. First of all, pyramid schemes are illegal. But second of all, we get nothing from signing coaches up. I'm not going to waste your time on just signing up and not actually showing you how to work this business and for it to be beneficial for you. So currently has 3 infomercials in the top 5. I think it's a little bit more now. It's the second largest infomercial company in the world. And just the people who are a part of this company, they literally pride themselves on just being a company of integrity, which is really honestly what I love. And their mission statement is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. And that is something that I can completely stand behind. So like I told you guys a few minutes ago, that the brand is out there, the advertising is out there. We don't have to do anything with that. Most of you have seen a lot of these programs. There's actually over 25 workout programs that Beachbody has. And it's for every single walk of life, whether you are a kid or whether you are 100 years old. There is a program out there for you. All different workout levels, beginning, intermediate, advanced, weights, no weights, people who don't have a lot of time to work out or who have a little bit more time to work out. So every single program you can think of that needs to meet your need is out there. But not only that, they also have the supplement line, which is the Ultimate Reset, which is a complete body detox, 21 days, no working out, just a full detox. They have supplements, pre-workout, which I'm drinking now, post-workout to help fuel your muscles so that you don't get sore. They just came out with new cafe latte, Shakeology, which is 100% natural. So that was really important to me because my family, I wanted to know what I was giving to my family. And because it was natural, I knew that it was okay for my family to have, which are not all shakes are like that. So it was very important to me that it was natural. And while I was nursing, it was okay for me to take. So, and then the brand new performance line, which just came out. This is for optimal nutrition, optimal for performance. This is, amazing quality stuff that has no chemicals to hurt your body. So super important to me as well. Okay, moving on. I'm going to go through these quickly. So what exactly do I do as a coach? A lot of people ask me that. And literally the first thing that I do, the first thing that I always do is I work on myself first. It's kind of like anything that you're doing, unless you work on yourself first, it's hard for you to be able to help anybody else. I love how when you're in an airplane, they always tell you to put your oxygen mask on first before you put on anybody else's, before you help anybody else put on theirs. And that's exactly what you do. You work on your own transformation first. You're being product of the product. So you're using the Shakeology every day because, number one, that is where most people get the results, is from continuously fueling their body with the correct nutrition, but you're also working out every day. Secondly, the next thing that we do is we invite our friends and family on this journey with us. We just invite them. Now, a lot of people say, okay, well, I'm not a salesperson. Well, thank goodness, because I'm not either. And I don't want to ever be associated with somebody who is salesy. What I will tell you, though, is I'm going to tell you what's worked for me. And this picture on the bottom left is me after I did 225. I had like 10 pounds to lose. This is after Christmas when I had gained a bunch of weight. You could tell I was just kind of bloated. And then the middle was when I did the 3-day refresh, which I lost 6 pounds. This is right before Thanksgiving. I knew I was going up to Matt's parents' house, and I knew that I would probably gain at least 4 or 5 pounds being there for a full week. So I did the refresh before I went up there. I lost 6 pounds. So that is, these are things that I just share. Anytime that I'm working out, I'm always sharing what I'm doing, what program that I'm doing. I'll do like little videos of me working out, because I want people to know that I don't just talk the talk, but I walk the walk too. So I don't just say, hey, you guys need to work out, but I also am doing it with you. So not only that, let me tell you the most important one. The most important one that we do as coaches, and you'll hear this a lot, is we are constantly growing ourselves through personal development. And when I first was told, Jess, you need to read personal development, I'm like, okay, well, I do read my Bible every day, and I have, like a little devotional on my nightstand that I love reading. But it's more than that. Yes, I read my Bible every day, and yes, I read my devotional, but if you're going to be in a leadership position, you need to learn how to lead people. Or if you're terrible with time management, you need to read a book on time management, like how to get your life in order, tips to help you do things like that. If you are, not good with being motivated to work out, then you should be reading a book, that type of stuff. So it's not like, books on trying to be happy, because that's what I thought it was. I'm like, I don't need a book to tell me to be happy. No, it's books that are going to help capitalize on your strengths, help you to become better at what you're doing, and eventually lead a team. And then all I do is I just share those things on Facebook. So you know how people, when you say something and they're like, man, that is so motivational. All the stuff that I'm getting from that, all those ideas and those things are from my devotional books that I'm reading, are from my personal development books that I'm reading. And all I'm doing is just sharing with you guys what I've learned. And so that is how I motivate people, because I just share what I'm learning, and so because of those 3 things, because I am working on my transformation, because I'm growing as a person in personal development, because I'm sharing my story, because of that, I am a better mom to my kids. I'm a better wife to my husband, because I'm able to, focus on him and feel good about myself. I'm a better leader to my team. I'm a better coach. I'm a better friend. All those things, they all fall in line. Okay, so let's keep going. So right here, these are actually coaches. And I put this picture up here for you guys to realize that nobody can relate to perfect. If you thought that you needed to have a 6-pack abs before you sign up as a coach, I can understand why you would feel that way, but I can also tell you that it might be difficult for people to follow you or be inspired by your journey, because they already see you as being perfect. All of these people started off as coaches, not at their goal weight, okay? But what they're doing is they're constantly bettering themselves. They're constantly working on themselves, and they're sharing it on social media so that people can actually see that what they're doing works. Don't you hate it when, and I don't know like a company offhand, but like you see people and they give you before and after pictures, but you don't know who they are. This is awesome, because I can share and tell you guys that these are coaches on our team. Like I'm not taking pictures from Google and putting them on here. I'm showing you real people, and I know every single one of their names. Laura, Brittany, my husband, myself, Danny, Jared, like all those people, I know them. And it's just cool to be able to say, this is what these products do for you. But you have to be willing to work. It goes back to that time in your life where you like hit that wall and you're like, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to succeed at this. That's what these coaches did. They knew that they were not 100% at their goal weight, but they knew that every single day they were going to take one step forward in the right direction. Okay, so let me tell you what More Than Conquerors is not, or any Beachbody coach. Let me tell you what we're not. Okay, first of all, we're not nutrition specialists. We're not going to pretend like we are. Now, there are a lot of people who have degrees that are coaches, but you do not have to be a nutrition specialist to be a Beachbody coach. You do not have to have a six-pack. You do not have to be at your goal weight. You do not have to be a fitness model. You do not and should not ever act like a car salesman. Those people are yicky, and nobody wants to be around somebody like that because when they see you coming, they run in the opposite direction. You don't want to be a hunter where you hunt people down. You don't want to look or act salesy. And all of these things we teach you in our coach training. So you're thinking, okay, how do I not do that? That's all taught in our coach training. You don't want to be a lookalike. So you don't want to look like every single other Beachbody coach. You want to look like you because nobody else is like you. God gave you your personality and your strengths, and he didn't give them to anybody else. So use those to your advantage for your business. You are not a boss. So you think, okay, I'm going to start having like a team. Do I boss them around? Do I tell them what to do? No. They are responsible for their success, just like you are responsible for your success. And the last thing that we are not is we do not forget our priorities. And the reason that we do this business is because we want more time with our family, we want more financial freedom, or whatever it is, whatever you want. You cannot lose your priorities in the process. You got to remember what those are, and you've got to honor them. And that's why I'm going to keep going so that we can end on time so you can be with your families. Okay. Let me go through these really quick. Why I love being a coach. I've kind of hit on this. It's a lifestyle change for me. It was fitness accountability. I woke up every day knowing that I had to report in to a challenge group where people were counting on me to work out, to eat clean, that type of thing. So that was first and foremost. I loved the lifestyle change and the fitness accountability that came with. I love the freedom, the financial freedom, and the freedom to be able to choose whether or not my family and I are going to go on vacation, to be able to choose whether or not we get appetizers at dinner because we can afford it, to be able to choose whether Matt and I go to a movie and do dinner and do dessert, like those types of things where we don't have to think about, do we have enough money? Do we have enough cash? Is this going to put us behind? Are we going to miss a bill? Also being able to work from home. So I can work from home. I can work on my phone. I can work on my laptop. I can take it with me to Starbucks. I can take it with me to the beach. I can take it with me on vacation. I can sit in my car while we're on a road trip and work. Your business goes with you. You don't have to be like, okay, I'm going to be out of the office for a couple days. It's not like that. You take it with you. Wherever you want to work, you can work. I love that I've been able to have some of my bestest friends I've met through coaching. Some of my bestest coaches I have met through coaching, and I haven't even physically met them yet. I have not seen them in person and given them the biggest hug ever yet. And I can't wait to do that. But they're some of my closest friends. It's a constant encouragement to grow myself. We are in this as a team together. We are growing together. This is not okay, sign up as a coach and I hope, I wish you the best. I hope you do well. It's not like that. We are a team. We work together as a team. We share ideas. We share inspiration. You are not the Lone Ranger. We do not throw you a life raft, in the ocean and hope that you don't drown. It is a team effort. Also, we have the opportunity to travel. Each year we go to Beachbody Summit, which is one of the biggest Beachbody things that we do every single year. It's a big conference. I also just got back from a cruise that I earned from Beachbody, completely paid for. I didn't spend a dime on that cruise at all. And then we're able to use the way that God made us to share our story and inspire other people. That's it. That's why I love being a coach. And I'm super passionate about it. Okay, so what kind of coaches are we looking for More Than Conquerors? Now, we definitely want anybody to be able to have the opportunity in this business. But these are the people that we're looking for. We're looking for people who are driven, who will come in this business and say, I am going to do whatever it takes. We're looking for positive attitudes. There's so much negativity going on in the world. Literally, I had to stop scrolling Facebook because I was so depressed all the time. I had to stop watching the news because I was having nightmares. There's enough negative in the world that I don't want to be a part of it. But I want positive vibes, positive energy, positive attitudes, and for us to always look for the better outcome in every situation, because there'll be situations in coaching that are difficult to handle. But I want people who genuinely care for others. I want people who are ready for a change. I'm not looking for people who are perfect. I'm looking for people who are saying, you know what? I'm ready. Show me what to do. I'm going to do it. I'm looking for people who are busy moving forward. So every single day they're trying to go to the next step. They're getting ready to do the next thing. They're always moving forward instead of going backwards or feeling bad for themselves. I mean, it is totally fine to sometimes we miss goals or we miss things that we're trying to do, and we kind of have to sit and take a time out. But you get back up and you keep moving forward. I want us to be a team-focused team, so we're focused on our team. I'm looking for people who are tenacious, who are not going to let things get them down, but they're going to push through that wall that we were talking about, and that are not easily deterred, because it's very easy to get ourselves to feel bad about ourselves or to get discouraged in this company. But let me tell you something, you guys. I've been coaching for 3 years now. If it wasn't the real deal, I would not still be here today. I would have left a long time ago. I don't have time for stuff that's not going to work for me. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I've got 2 kids. I've got things to do and plans to push through. And if this did not work, I wouldn't have time for it. I would have stopped a long time ago. So let's keep going. Okay, really quick, I'm just going to run through these. I may have to make this big because they're kind of bunched up unless it's big. So, all right, really quick, different types of coaches. Now, just so you know, there's not a one size fits all. So when, people think when their name is coach, they think, oh my gosh, I have to coach. And that's not the case. There are different types of coaches. So I hope this takes some pressure off of you and just allows you to say, okay, there's different levels. Let me figure out what's the best one for my lifestyle in the season that I'm in right now. First of all, the first coach is a discount coach. So you love Beachbody products. Maybe you've had a great transformation, or maybe you love Shakeology, and you're going to sign up just because you want the discount. You're not planning on making any money. You don't feel like running your own challenge groups. You're not going to promote any products. You just seriously just want 25% off. And you want to be able to buy whatever you want to, whenever you want to, and not have any coaching ability. And some people call it discount coach. You could call it a membership, whatever you want to call it, but you don't have to do any coaching with that. And then there's a hobby coach. And a hobby coach is kind of you know what? It would be great to make $100, to have my Shakeology paid for. If somebody happens to come up to me and ask me, hey, you've lost some weight, what are you doing? I wouldn't mind giving them my link or sharing with them what I'm doing or have them buy from me, but I'm not going to build a business. This every once in a while, I don't mind selling and sharing, selling a challenge pack or a program here and there or whatever, but I'm not going to run challenge groups and all that kind of stuff. You may be in a challenge group as a hobby coach, to keep yourself motivated, but it's not going to be something that you do full time. And then you could possibly be a business builder. And this is where you have just dug down deep and you're saying, I want more for my family and for my life. I want freedom to make the decisions that I want to. I want to be my own boss. I don't want to work in corporate America anymore. I don't want to work at my job anymore. I want to stay home with my kids. And you're ready to go all in. You're ready to dive into the training that we give you. You're ready to make at least between $500 and $1,000 a week. That's what these types of people are. They're going to be plugged into our coach trainings, to our team calls, to any type of training webinar that comes up. They're ready to learn. That's what a business builder is. And that's what I am. That's what a lot of coaches on my team are. But I have all these coaches on my team. I have discount coaches and hobby coaches. And at sometimes seasons in our life are a little different. So you may start off as a hobby coach and be like, listen, I just want to hang out. I just want to, I'm not like someone that wants to build a business, but in a couple months, you may be at that place. And you can change what type of coach you are at any time. It's just completely up to what season of life you're in. And that's totally fine. Okay. All right. Not much longer. So first steps, this is what you do as a coach. The very first step. First of all, you commit to figuring out which program you want to do and what flavor Shakeology you want to have. And then you're going to commit to start that program. Now, it starts off with between $140 to $205 depending on what program that you do. But that's your sign-up fee. Like that is getting yourself your program, and Shakeology is all it costs for you to start, which I think is amazing because usually companies have like a bunch of startup costs. And if you so you normally start with a challenge pack, which will give you, it's like a challenge pack bundle. So it's got the program and Shakeology together. And that's what we recommend every single coach starting off with because you get it at a discount. And then when you're a coach, just so you know, you can't ever buy a challenge pack again. So it stinks, womp womp. But that's what we have everybody start off with. That way they can get it at a discount and they don't have to pay the sign-up fee because that is waived when you sign up with a challenge pack. And the sign-up fee itself is $40. And you do not have to pay that if you sign up with a challenge pack. And then starting your second month, you will start paying your business fee, which is only $15.95 a month. And that is for all of your website domains. So basically you get 3 websites from Beachbody. Every single one of them are already done for you. They're turnkey. So all you need is your link. You basically go in there, put in a picture of yourself, put your name and a little bio, and everything's done for you. So that's what that covers. It also covers inventory. So we don't have any inventory in our house. It covers shipping. It covers 24/7 coach customer service. It covers all of your customer service. So anytime you have a customer that is not happy with whatever, or maybe got shipped the wrong thing, you don't have to be the middleman. They will call Beachbody, and their customer service is amazing. They'll be able to fix that. Also, it covers the millions of dollars in advertising every single year. Advertising will always be there for your company. I just think that's amazing. And then thirdly, you will get plugged into an online private challenge group. And this is where you'll get your daily support. You will get to be able to practice and observe what we do as coaches. We call them apprentice coaches. That's what you'll be. That's what your job is going to be, as an apprentice coach. You have no responsibility unless you say, hey, can you give me some responsibility because I'd like to help you. But otherwise, you're just like the perfect challenger in a challenge group. And this is going to kickstart your progress and really help you on your fitness journey. This is going to help you to stay accountable to getting that before and after picture. And so this right here just shows you that proof the products work. This is what you're working towards, you guys. Why wouldn't somebody want to know about this? So these are 2 challengers that became coaches. The girl on the left, her name is Katie, and she is now a coach on our team. The girl on the right, her name is Melissa, and she's also a coach on our team. And both of them had amazing transformations while they were coaching. So both of these ladies were coaching while they were working on their transformation, and just look how amazing. I think it's so important that we are focusing on being proof the products work so that people will believe in what you're telling them, so that you're not salesy because you're sharing with them what it's done for you. Okay. So I wanted to put this slide in here for you guys really quick. We're almost done. Just to kind of show you a real life paycheck progression that my family has personally had through Beachbody. And listen, Beachbody makes no guarantee or level of income or success. I've worked my tail off. It has not come easily. It's not come without some blood, sweat, and tears sometimes. But my desire in the pit of my stomach that we talked about was so much bigger for my family that that I just worked through this. So I'm going to kind of show you. Now this financial progression is about like the first year and a half of me being a coach. And if you can just kind of imagine what the rest of I've been a coach for 3 years, so you can kind of just imagine how the progression has continued to progress in my business. But the first month, I was able to pay for my Shakeology. So I paid for Shakeology, and then I was able to pay myself back for that in my first month of coaching. And then my third month of coaching, by the time I was 3 months into it, I had paid for 2 bags of Shakeology a month, because at this point my husband started to love it and he wanted his own bag. We were just drinking too much. So he started getting his own bag, and I was able to pay for date night, which, if you can remember, that's all I wanted. That was my goal. And 3 months in, I hit my goal, which was amazing. Then 6 months into it, I was able to pay for, I had been working from my phone. We had no computer for 6 months, zero. So I built my business for 6 months through my phone, and my 6th month gift to myself, I was able to save up and pay for a MacBook Pro in cash, which is what I'm using right now. I've been working on it for 3 years now. Absolutely the best thing I've ever done. And the biggest investment I've ever made with money that I've made from myself that I've saved for. It's just amazing. Okay. And then the 9th month, I paid for our entire Christmas in cash, and we were able to sponsor a family for Christmas that year, which is completely worth just this business. Being able to give back is like the best thing in the entire world, the best feeling. 12 months, I matched my previous income working for an eye surgeon. So I matched that income, and then I was able to pay for me and my husband and my son and my mother-in-law to fly out to Vegas to go to to go to Beachbody Summit in Vegas the first year. And then 17 months later, I saved up and we paid for our car in cash. The rest of our car, we paid it completely off in cash. And I was able to help out with medical bills, gas, and groceries with just my paycheck alone. So that's just in the first 17 months. So you guys, the sky is seriously the limit. But before Beachbody, you have to go back to where I came from. I was super tired new mom. We had one income family. We were living paycheck to paycheck. We were in debt. And fast forward 17 months, 17 months is going to pass anyway. So why not push myself to be better? And that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. And I was able to prove to my husband that this company does work. So last thing. So let me tell you what our team has to offer you guys as soon as you sign up. Like I told you, you're not on your own. We have self-led coach training that we're going to plug you into right away. Self-led meaning that if you want to do 3 assignments in one day, you can. If you can't, if your schedule does not allow that, you can do 1 assignment and then skip a day or 2 and then go to the next assignment. We do that so that you don't feel overwhelmed with a group having to do something and make sure that you're catching up every day. And then this is going to help you build the foundation of your business. So this is literally what you need, the cornerstone to start. It's going to teach you how to do everything you need to when you first sign up. We also host weekly team calls. I do it for all of my leaders on my team. We have a weekly team call every single week for those go-getters that are just wanting to learn and train and move forward. And it's one of the best calls ever. We also, and that's hosted by myself, we also have other weekly team calls from other top coaches in the company every single week. So there's always something for you to plug into, and most likely every one of these are recorded if you can't do it during the day. And then next, we have online support and resources. I'm just about to finish our team-wide website, training website. So you're going to have access to that. And then there's also the direct access to all of our trainings, all of the resources in the Coach Online office, which is in the back office where you'll be doing most of your work as far as your website goes, and tips from other coaches and other top leaders on our team. So we like to call ourselves rivers and not reservoirs. And what that means is a river flows freely. And that's what our training is. We everything that we learn and everything that we make up and that we do is like a river. We give it to everybody. We are not a reservoir. We don't hold it in. We don't not tell anybody. We don't keep it for ourselves. We don't, hide it behind a door that's locked, but we're constantly coming up with new ideas and sharing it. So even like this webinar, all of this is given to my team that they can give to their potential coaches. Nothing is held onto by myself. I'm always making stuff and giving it away. So that is all I have for you guys tonight. I'm so excited that all of you guys came. What I want you to think about before we get off here, because we went 15 minutes over, I'm so sorry. What I want you to think about is, what is it that you have to lose by signing up as a coach? What is it that you have to lose? Not only are you getting in the best shape of your life, you're also growing yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, which is not only going to help you, but it's going to help your family and everybody around you. But you could be making whatever type of financial income that you want to, depending on how hard you want to work and how fast you want to work. It is a win-win across the board. And I love what this company has done for me and my family. And I'm so passionate about it that I want to pay it forward. And I want you guys to learn how I did it in, the short 3 years that I've been coaching. And I want you guys to be able to have the same exact success if that's what you want. If that's what you want for yourself. So I'm looking forward to every single one of you guys being announced. Listen, you take your time on however long it takes for you to decide what you want to do. But let me just give you a little bit of a shove. There's never going to be a perfect time. You're never going to feel ready. You're never going to feel like, I'm ready to do this, because I wasn't ready to do this. I wasn't sleeping at night. I was a new mom. I probably could have said, oh, let me wait till my kid's sleeping through the night and I've caught up on sleep. But I didn't do that. And I don't want you guys to think, okay, this isn't a good time, let me wait. I totally understand and respect your time of like wanting to just hold off, pray about it, think about it. Because I definitely did, because my husband was not on board. So I needed to have that conversation with him. But I also wish I would have started even earlier than I did. And that was the only regret that I have. So I want to just challenge you guys to talk to the person that brought you here. Figure out, ask a million questions, because I had to figure out, what it's going to take for you to reach your goals. And I cannot wait for you guys to be part of our team. I feel like it's the best team in the world, but I'm just kind of biased. But I feel like the community and the people that are part of it are just top of the line. And we have built this team on integrity, and we have some of the best people representing More Than Conquerors. So I'm going to let you guys go. But if you have any questions, please just contact your coach that brought you here. And we look forward to celebrating you joining our team hopefully soon. Okay, you guys? You have an awesome night, and I'm going to let you all go.